Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're gonna be starting a new series of Stationeers on Vulcan. You know, I want to stay with the Vulcan. I want to do a playthrough, but there's been a few mistakes that I made in that original base design, and I kind of want to do it a little bit of a different way this time. And so we're just gonna go ahead and restart. I mean, we didn't really. I'm gonna move very quickly to try to get to where we were before, and so that way we'll be able to start moving forward and not waste too much time getting back to where we left off. The biggest thing that I'm going to change is the last time we hopped in, we immediately got into trying to build an outside base, which is fine and dandy and all, but that's, you know, with some further play testing, you know, trying to work outside at the beginning is just not going to work on Vulcan. The heat's too high, it's going to ruin your waste tank, you're going to have to constantly cycle back and forth. It's just, you just have to stay inside. So the way that we're going to accomplish that is we're actually going to make this a little bit bigger if we can. I think another row will serve us for now. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to, as quickly as possible, build a room, totally encapsulate it, and once we do that, we're going to put the portable scrubber in, and then we're going to turn the room into a vacuum, so during the day we won't have to suffer the effects of heat. And then we'll put an airlock there, that's fine. Yeah, eventually we'll put an airlock there. Probably work on it sooner rather than later though. And I'm going to do one thing a little bit differently because we have the materials. Let's see. I'm looking for my door kits. I got those. And I should probably get rid of that, put that in here. Yeah, we're just working quickly trying to get back to where we were. They've changed actually. Oh no, they haven't. So I've noticed that on the different worlds you get different starting gear. This world you get an atmospheric, or sorry, a communications crate, whereas on the other worlds you all wind up getting like a second organic supply. I thought that was quite interesting personally. Let's grab a wall. Put it on this side. But I'd rather really have it be like that, like this. Welding torch and plastic sheet. Crowbar and glass sheets, huh? Dropping things while you don't have a base on this world can be a very, very dangerous proposition. I don't recommend it. So using the alt to move things around probably might not be the best bet. You might just be better off, you know, slowly moving around until you get to that point where you can just, oh, this is a bug I haven't seen in a while. Yep, I like this bug. This is my favorite bug. I don't know if we can fix it easily, so we might just have to deal with it for a little bit. Yeah, we might just have to deal with this. I think it's wonderful. But so our goal here, you know, we're gonna, once we get this room encapsulator, we're going to work on very quickly getting our production set up in here. And that way we can work on producing items during the day and we can venture outside to mine at night. We're also gonna need somewhat of an atmospheric system because the portable scrubber is gonna be fine and dandy, but until we can get a working airlock, which is gonna take just a little bit longer, every time you come in and out, we're going to be introducing gas into the base, and introducing gas, you know, we either have to vent it out or do something with it. And when I say a crude atmospheric system, really all we need is an active vent and some piping to go outside. And as soon as we have that, yeah, we'll be set. So that pretty much costs us all of our iron sheets. It's actually going to cost us all of our iron sheets once we get this here wall in. I'm trying to think of just how I want to do this. I think we'll put it on this frame. That's fine. So now we got that. So we're gonna take the auto length, the arc furnace, and bring these inside. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Something like this. Oh, that's actually quite funny. We don't have any more iron sheets. Okay. We're gonna need to do this quickly. There it is. So what we're gonna have to do very quickly is we're gonna have to, I think I just saw some iron. We're going to have to set up a power controller, which we can't do there. We can do it here. And then we're gonna have to run some cabling. From there to here. Just as quickly as we can wire it up, basically. So put that away, that in here, plop the battery, mining belt. That's fine, that can hang out there for a second. We just need some iron. Yep, that was some iron. We don't really need much. But I would be kind of greedy here. I think we have a little bit of time. We want the base to be vacuumed by sunup, or really midday. If we go a little bit into sunrise, that won't be too bad. But oh, speak of the devil. So let's see if we can do this. Throw that out, swap. So I think that and then we just need our plastic sheets. Let's go ahead and lock that mask. So that was interesting, not having... So there you go. Now you know, if you're trying to do this, you just... you know, I was one sheet short to be able to do that. Or was 2 sheets short, technically. But we got that going, so let's see if we can get the portable scrubber and a small battery. So what we're going to do here... So we're going to drop the battery. Seal off our exterior door. We're going to drop that battery in here and we're going to turn it on, and that's going to vacuum this room out. And now it's unfortunate because we're not going to have much to do during this first day at all, but we can kind of talk about what our plan is going to be moving forward now that we have a stable environment. You can see the atmosphere is becoming a vacuum. And so for this base, we're going to be starting out here. On Vulcan, obviously, you're hitting temperatures around 600 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. And at those temperatures, trying to cool a base down to have a hydroponic system is not going to be easy or really efficient. So as we meet challenges there, we'll have to engineer designs to overcome them. The benefit of this world is I hate mining in this game, to be honest. Not that it's hard, it's just very time consuming. You spend a lot of time out there trying to find ore, trying to find the right ore. And with this world, the fact that everything, we take a peek out the window, despite you not being able to see much. It's just got ore everywhere. So it'd be really easy to be able to mine that stuff up as we go along. But once they get these robots, the mining robots that they have on the creative mode only testing, life will be a lot better for us. So eventually we're just going to leave this here. This will probably always stay. The walls will probably get ripped out at some point and replaced with better. I don't really care for the iron wall look. But this will probably always be our entryway, and we'll somewhat branch off of here with a hydroponics room. It looks like the sun is rising directly in front of us, and which means it should set, about 180 degrees offset of that, so somewhere around there. So our solar panels will probably run in roughly this direction, or I shouldn't say roughly, in this direction. And our hydroponics will be either to the right or to the left. But right now we're just going to wait until sunset, until it's dark out, and then we'll be right back.
Jetpack on.
And we're back. All we've done is come outside. You didn't miss anything. I'm just trying to do a little bit of inventory sorting really quickly. See if there's anything I need. We're gonna need a pass event. Alright, that's all we need for now. So let's pull out the mining belt. And let's try to get some more. The standard. The standard usual. The big three. Which is your iron, your copper, and your gold. Probably do about 50 of each for now. 49, that's fine by me. What do we got here? Silver. Don't need silver at the moment. Just trying to quickly do this, and then if we have time, I really need to get a solar panel up before the next daytime. We're just going to point it straight up, I suppose. I'm not remembering exactly what the solar angle on the Vulcan is at the moment. That's good. Gold now is what we need. That silver's too shiny for its own good. Here comes the sunrise. Is that? No, okay. There we go. Gold we're not going to need a whole lot of, but we are going to need some of. So we'll call that good. Let's run back to the base. We're going to throw in a frame or two. That's fine. And like I said, get rid of the stuff that we don't need. So now let's just run inside. And we will be right back. See you in a second. And we're back. Get this wired in. Hopefully we can get some power flowing. Oh, that's probably nighttime. Yep. So we need to we need to get this gold melted. We need to get all this stuff melted. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Do I have? Let's build a couple lockers. By that I mean 2, so we can build. I guess I mean 1 for now. Eventually we'll build a second one. And we're just going to do this so we can go like this right here. It's crazy. The way that games make lockers work is that, you know, 1 locker is 4 slots, but 2 lockers is 16. While we have it here at nighttime, we're going to swap over outside. We're going to grab a fresh battery. What else did we need? We needed something else from out here. Got a fresh battery. I suppose that's all we needed. I think we'll take the solid generator because not having power is going to become quite the issue very quickly. And I remember there being some coal around here, right here. So we're just going to grab some. Get some power going. Being extra mindful not to fly straight into the lava. Alrighty, so that's hooked up, that's wired in. So let's run inside as the sun rises. We should get some power flow today at least. And we're at 6 kilopascals. We've already almost mined the whole thing. Let's grab our full battery. Swap it in there, so that'll suck all this hot air out. Let's swap these belts. This into here. This into here. Or actually, like this. I'm thinking, for now, this is going to be a very temporary setup. I really don't, like to use a solid generator, but actually, that's not ideal. Something like this here. Power drill? Yep, okay. Behind our locker. Boom, that's connected in now, right? It appears as if we are charging. And now we should be charging pretty damn quick. We got the copper going on, so let's get the gold going. And gold actually, if I remember correctly, produces oxygen as a byproduct, so we definitely want to get this sucked out of the atmosphere. Because any oxygen we mix into the atmosphere is going to cause a combustion. So we're basically getting up to the maximum amount of what we're going to be able to hold. So we'll have to switch over to the active vent system here pretty shortly. Oh, okay, it's 11. Okay, I thought it was just 1. I was going to be like, we can cut that off at the worst time possible, but nope, we're fine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to need a hydraulic pipe bender. Which we're going to melt the iron for. Oh, we're fully charged, so let's shut that down. We're going to pop that into there. And then I guess we could have left that run. It's interesting. At least we don't have to worry about it anymore, the power. And she is full. So she's no longer able to take anything for us. So there's a few ways we can deal with this. We can just drag it outside and pull the handle, and it will vent everything. Or the other option is we could build ourselves a tank connector, and by doing so, we will be able to connect this in like a portable tank and extract the air from it. Shut this down. While this produces, being careful not to connect will work with what we got. Should be like that. So that way, once this is finished, we'll just be able to wire it in real quick and easy. Taking its sweet time for this hydraulic pipe bender to build. So while that does its thing, we did grab the active vents. Which we're not able to put up there. So let me see. So this is going to be extremely temporary. We are going to have to fix this almost immediately. But that'll at least allow us to have a pipe to the outside world. To be able to begin to vent this atmosphere to the outside world. All our consumable supplies are doing good so far. So there's the hydraulic pipe bender being done. We're going to put it in right here. We have exactly what we need, except for the fact that we left the other stuff outside. And hopefully this glitch will repair itself with the next restart I do. So a few things I need to do, obviously. The sun doesn't get very high in the horizon, so my solar panel pointing straight up doesn't seem to be doing us a whole lot of good. It seems to just kind of come up over the horizon and follow that path it's pretty much on. So I will be pointing the solar panel that way. So that way we can get as much of that solar energy as possible with our one panel. Because as of right now, we are kind of struggling. We're also burning through food like it's going out of style, which is normal for a Stationeers game. We're just going to go ahead and come on out. Yeah, it's only 200 degrees. we're not going to worry about it too much. So yeah, you can see it's pretty much just going straight down now. I mean, you saw that turn. So yeah, we're just going to point it up, technically. But we came out here for our frames. Put the glass away and the plastic. And hopefully that shouldn't combust. No promises. There's the hydraulic pipe bender. So we'll get that. Let's see what a passive vent will cost me. Just iron, that's easy. So now all we need is a electronics printer. And I think with that, that would pretty much catch us up to where we left off at. So we'll start running that as well. We're going to run outside really quickly. We're going to hook in this passive vent, and while we wait for the electronics printer to craft. But of course, you know, we can't just place the passive vent anywhere. So we will have to put it on this frame, which just simply means we're going to pull that off. Grab it before it falls to its death. That, put it there. Hook it up. This is really ugly. I normally build these airlocks with frames, and I have half a mind to convert to frame, but I'd have to rip out all the wall in there, so that'll have to be a little bit later on project. Go ahead and grab these frames, and we are going to build this out this way. Eventually we're going to rotate that solar panel, so that way it's just neat and all the power ports come out to one side, make life cleaner looking, simpler looking. But while we are out here, don't need anything from there. Just going to look through what we have, if there's anything we think we need to bring inside right now, and we'll restock with food, with more cereal bars. We're going to have to build our communication station because, unfortunately, we don't even get food to start off with, and it's going to take us way too long to get an organics printer and get the power supply to actually utilize that at a decent speed without completely draining all of our power generation. So we'll definitely be setting this up. Not exactly right now. We need to do a few more things before we're ready for it, but eventually, or very shortly, we should be ready for that. Alright, electronics printer. Had it right the first time, had it right again. There we go. So now, in order to finish this, we're going to have to snip a few wires because I don't believe... Oh, we can. So no, we're not worried about it. I forget sometimes that this machine here will print you cable coil. Need the cable coil, we're gonna need the iron sheet. And we ran out of coal for the generator, which is not that big of a deal. There's our 2 sheets. Let's get that in there. Let's get welded. And I put the plastic sheets back outside, I do believe. Nope, I did not. That's a pleasant surprise for once. So button that up. We got ourselves an electronics printer. So then the next step is going to definitely be get some more cable coils, and I'm just going to make them off of here because I don't feel like moving the resources just yet. We're going to without removing the walls, we're going to have to wire this in, and it's going to be atrocious, and I'm already regretting this, but it's going to be what we have to do. So actually what we will do to make it somewhat not so bad is we're going to put it like this. That way these atrocious wires that we have to run they can run right here. Shut that down. I think we have enough. But now we have power to our active vent, so all we should need to do from this point on is just add a pipe in, hook that in, set this to inward, turn the active vent on, and we should see the pressure start to all go out there. And I don't know if it'll, yep, you can see it all kind of flowing out the passive vent down there. You can see the particles. So that's good. So now with all 3 of these machines here, I think this puts us up to where we left off last time on the other world before we had the issues with it. So I think we'll finish it up there, and we will see you guys next time.